Good morning everyone. Simon and I are in the Lotus again for day 2. It's hard to believe it's day 2. I guess in a way it's day 3 because we started on New Year's Eve and it's now the 2nd of January. Today we are going to be spending some time with Powerslide Lover. I don't know what's going to happen, so here you go. We just got to the top of Passo Giao and Powerslide Lover's arranged for a snowboarder to jump over his drifting Ferrari SP2 Monza. Casual 2 RS6s. Brand new. Perfect camera car, I reckon. It's going to be a bit noisy as it has an aftermarket exhaust. As a photographer, this technique is something we call car-to-car photography, and it gives us a lot of motion, which is really quite good. It's rare that you do these kind of photos with someone drifting behind you, so that poses quite a challenge, but we got some really nice photos. Things I do to get the angle. Oh god, we're falling. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how this has happened, but I'm in the driver's seat of an SP2 Monza, so thank you very much, Powerslide Lover. And I turned the traction control on because I'm not Powerslide Lover. Oh, that downshift. This is just surreal. I don't even know what to say. This is the best car I've ever driven by such a long way. And it's easy to drive. It really just gives you confidence. You've just got that feeling of lightness. And the thing that really stands out when you're in a place like this is how good the visibility is. We're in amongst the mountains and you can just see everything. You feel like you're a part of it. Well, we're just waiting for a coach to pass. I guess that's a normal thing in the Dolomites. Most people come here for skiing, but we're here for a much better reason, I think. One thing that's really surprising is it's not actually that cold in here. There's a little bit of a wind deflector here. It's not much, but then we've got 2 air vents here for the driver. Weirdly, only 1 for the passenger. But it's quite warm. This heater's very good. So important consumer knowledge if you want to take an SP2 Monza onto the snow. I really wish I had sunglasses. How is this real? Right, let's stop here and we'll tell you a bit about the car. It was vaguely graceful. That is not very easy to get in and out of, but kind of better than I expected. These little doors, they're so light, but they work really well. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, come look here, like everything is carbon. We've got matte carbon here and we've got dirty gloss carbon inside. So that is what the inside of an SP2 Monza looks like. So these winter tyres are 315 width wide. So to give you some comparison, the rear tyres on my Lotus have 245 for winter. That's a lot more. That's a pretty hefty width tyre, and it works incredibly well. I'm genuinely impressed and surprised. This is kind of like the first of the design language for new Ferrari, I think. You've got a similar sort of headlight design on the SF90. I think this works really well. It's totally unique in the market, so I'm quite excited to see what future holds for Ferrari and more design. I'm gonna be honest, when you got the key to this, I don't feel like I should be standing in front of it talking. That's not what any of you want to see, so I'm gonna just get in it and drive it. He just lost his mind seeing this. I can barely hear myself think, yet alone the microphone, so I hope you hear anything. Just revel with me in this moment that I am enjoying myself. Just believe me in this. The sound is just insane in this. V12, it's not massively loud, but it just sounds brilliant. It's a really smooth engine. And when you've got your head out in the open, you really hear it. I just love how every single person here has their phone out filming. They hear it coming up the mountain, they're ready for it with their cameras. I have huge respect for Powerslide Lover for just sending this thing sideways the way he does. It's a big thing on a very small road. Oh, that was ice. Can I have my hat? I'm too cold now. Thank you. Oh, that's better. Yeah, we needed that. As we head back down Passo Giao, I'll give you some of my retrospective thoughts on the car. I was a bit blown away by even being able to drive the car at all, so my in-car ramblings might have been a bit random. When I look back at it, this car is just insane. Over 800 horsepower to the rear wheels and about 1500 kilograms means it's a very fast car, especially in potentially icy conditions. The steering is very sharp and direct, although the unassisted Lotus steering makes it feel a bit lacking in feel in a way. Don't let that take away from the Ferrari though, the steering feel is good compared to most cars. The brake pedal is very sharp and you can tell how powerful the brakes are, even when being gentle, so that gives you a lot of reassurance. The throttle pedal is fairly long, but that means you can modulate the actual throttle input quite easily. People may look at the car and say it doesn't make sense and there's potentially lots of better cars out there. I mean, it is a lot of money, but to me those people are missing the point. This car makes you feel special in a way no other car I've driven does. The noise, combined with being a part of the scenery, the savage performance, and of course the tail-happy handling, really does make this drive something I will remember for the rest of my life. As we get back down towards the bottom of Passo Giao, we dropped off the car with Powerslide Lover. To be honest, we were over the moon of even being able to drive this short distance down Passo Giao. But then Powerslide Lover, once again, in his massive generosity, offered the car to us to take it up to a different pass to go and do some night photos. I was warned that this would be very cold, and he was not kidding. It was pretty miserable, if I'm honest, being that cold, but I had a massive smile on my face the entire time. Unfortunately, as it was pitch black, I don't have any video footage of this, so sorry about that, but as I'm a photographer first of all, here are some photos. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm still very new to YouTube and it makes a big difference to be able to produce more videos if you do. I have some great projects I'm working on at the moment, so it'll be great to share them all with you soon. Thank you for watching and see you next time.